Hello everyone, welcome on in. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone has had an amazing day today. Hi Tony, hi Psycole, hi Psycole. My brain is, as usual, complete soup. I hope everyone has had a brilliant day, and we are gonna get started with our murder mystery stuff because, I saw that one coming and I still jumped. Yeah. Yeah. You know? Thank you for the bits and the heart rate check. Well, I lost my train of thought, so let's hop on over to the next part I was thinking of. Oh, no, wait. Circling back. This month we are raising money for the Trevor Project. So if you want to be a part of that and have some money to spare, you can go and check. That's not how you spell donate. The link to donate and some information about the Trevor Project in the chat. And we have some fantastic raffle prizes thanks to Terrace. A bunch of source books, some dice, some third-party source books, because I accidentally spilled what I was going to buy, and Harris was like, no, here, have some gift codes. Yeah. You know?
Outrageous.
Yes. So we have some really, really nice prices. If you want to check out those, you can go to our Discord and see them there. Also on the Discord are the 2 first of the 5 or more special secret project things that will be unlocked. Every $50 donated, there will be a new secret unlocked. The first 2 are playing evil characters in video games and TTRPGs, and the second one is game mastering done easy. So I will be writing those soon and filming those. Not me here making more work for myself. Nope. But let's do the spiel. The music you're listening to right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. The sound effects and music during the game will be by Sirenscape. The overlay, starting soon screen, and the map were made by me in Incarnate. The chest weasel was created by Pointy Head. You can find him over on YouTube. And if you want to see what you can do to help or hinder the party, type in exclamation on perks. Oh, and if you want to catch up with this campaign or other TTRPG stuff we have done, you can find that over on our YouTube channel. I think that was it. Let's go around the table and introduce people, and let's start with Vits.
Hello, I'm Vitskugga, and I'm playing Artemis Braveheart, the human Drake Warden Ranger, without a Drake, but with a lion. Yeah, over to you, Siri.
I think Lillith might still be in a phone call, so let's hop on over to Ash.
Oh, hello, I'm Ash or by Firelight, as some of you know me. I play the lovely Leo, human paladin, also Master Chef. Making the snackies.
All this.
Yes.
It's raw! It's raw!
It's not raw. Just slightly undercooked.
Jason.
Hello, I'm Jason. I'm playing Nalites, the Turtle Wrangler, the Pink-haired Druid, the Chaos Monkey, and the group.
And Psycole.
Sea Monkey? Yeah, Sea Monkey.
Yes, Sea Monkey.
Hi, I'm Psycole. I am playing Yanis Papadopoulos, the Rogue Warlock, sorry. Who is, as you can probably tell, thicker than a wooden plank.
And yes, welcome back, Lillith. Who are you playing? Who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Lillith, or
Lily or Lilith. I'm playing Cyrodilia Wordwind, the Tiefling Bard, the queen of the party.
Yes. And hi, I am Ardana, or Joe, or Oi, you there, since Lilith is here. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts. I got nothing funny to say to or add to that, so let's get a recap of what happened last time. Not everyone jump at it once.
I must be having you so slow. So we started in the church. Nerites attempted to shove the rogue onto the only person who can keep an eye on him, the ranger. He probably should have not have done this. He probably should have had the wisdom to know that this would just ensue more chaos. He did not. The two went off to this hut over here. Well, went to the hut to investigate the dead body. Our ranger decided to be the bad cop. There was no good cop, just the bad cop, and immediately started grilling this poor woman, this poor female monk who was just doing her job, who was literally looking after a dead body, probably traumatized already, about why is this dead boy here? Who did this? How? You must know this. And she's like, I don't know anything, because she's like, yes, you know. And yeah, poor monk. Meanwhile, me and Siri was contacting the gods. And by contacting the gods, we meant contacting a weasel. Because we cast a spell to talk to the gods. But a weasel came out instead, so we talked to a weasel. Construction from Perforos told us the mousy one was to blame for the murder of a priest that we have been investigating. Then Siri had a heated debate in Infernal, much to Neri's confusion, because he doesn't speak Infernal, with the weasel, who then popped into who's taking over by Perforos. And Siri's turn to have a go at a god. Insult one. I mean, how many gods in that in the past few days is that? We've had Perforos. We've had Benax. We've had to your knowledge, you did not anger him, Siri. To your knowledge, you did not anger him. You did say you would build something better than he ever could, which I'm pretty sure would either make him laugh, like he'd cut off the cord, probably just cut off the call and start laughing, or yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so she had a heated debate with her dad. She's just discovered it is her dad recently. We all went outside. We went to the dining room. We met up. We talked. Went to the dining room. Found the mousy one. Atmos wanted to kill him. Now he wants to turn him over to the authorities. So he did. Oh yes. Janice decided. Well, he tried to steal stuff earlier. Did not work. And then he decided he's going to turn into the dead body and freak everybody out to see who was freaked out the most. He did indeed freak people out. Leah was looking at all the constructions. We talked to the... not bartender, blacksmith. We talked to the blacksmith. Went into the little dining room. Found the mousy haired guy. Was like, you You're the criminal. We didn't even accuse him of being a criminal. Neri just turned him into a turtle straight up. The guy doesn't even know what happened. Like he was just sat there happy, and then boom, he's a turtle. Well, not happy because he was freaking out because the dead guy was walking around. But yeah. Neri walked out with the turtle tucked underneath his arm. He got bit by the turtle. He went off to imprison the turtle in the ship, and everybody else came out of the ship towards the house of food to get some food that Leah's been cooking up.
Yush.
All the monks got a buff food. And Yanis, because he's still the last slice of food. And the rest of us just get normal pie. Normal, slightly unimpressive pie. But the monks are going to be really impressed. And that is where we ended it.
Indeed. You can take a point of inspiration for that one, and I think you might need it because we forgot to do something.
Yes.
So
I forgot I took damage from the turtle while concentrating on a polymorph spell.
Yes.
So I have to roll a constitution saving throw to see if
Yeah.
the little
it's-
shit remains a turtle.
It's not that difficult. You need to beat a 10. Because you took 6 points of
get
damage.
A 6 or higher.
No, it's 10.
think.
No, it's 10.
No, because it's +4. I got +4.
Yeah, you need to roll a
Constitution.
6 on the die. Yes.
Yeah, or higher. A
Because-
6 and die or higher. So yeah, should be easy. Should be easy. But we know what my rolls are like.
Watch him get a 5.
That would be funny.
Oh,
Or not.
I'm not.
Well, you take 6 points of damage, but it doesn't seem to phase you at all. It's like this: you have been bitten by turtles before. You are a person.
Many times.
Yes.
Many times. Neri has been swimming around reefs, cuddling turtles who did not want to be cuddled, and has been bitten many times by them. He just pets it on the head and goes, you went to better, I treat you both.
All right. And as the flailing, angry turtle, at least for the coming hour, is carted off into the storage area of Lizzie and placed into a room without doors.
Yo, Lizzie, I got you a pet. It's a pet turtle. He's also a murderer.
You will need to explain that to me, Master Neri, but I assume you will want somewhere to put him. I do have barrels if you need them.
No, he'll turn into a human eventually. I pull him off a murderer.
Right, then a
Yeah,
barrel
it's like-
would probably be considered cruel and unusual punishment. I can create
Probably, yeah.
I can create a holding area for him if you want.
Yes, a brig. He still has all his weapons though. Potentially still has weapons and a key. So if you could pick lock and gear. So if you could not have anything for him to pick the lock.
Do you want something with bars or do you want a solid wall? I shall
Fucking
make
prod at
that.
him.
And you see part of the storage area just shift slightly, and then bars form that look like just wooden slats that go down with space in between, and a door for you to step in through. And you place
He didn't even step through it. He just goes, yes.
yeeting the turtle. Wait, how many hit points does a turtle have? Never mind. The door slams shut by the time he has landed.
That's revenge for biting me. He throws him as hard as he can into a wall.
Because there's no stat block for a regular turtle. I'm just gonna make a call and say it has because shell and all that. I'm gonna say it's like
I throw him really hard into the wall.
I'm gonna make the
Dirty
call
20.
that's going to break the polymorph just as well as he would have just dropped it, and just slam into the wall and sliding down is the slightly discombobulated body, living person, wearing dark cloak, now flipped down, kind of. Well, not kind of. Very unkempt hair, and just groaning in pain as he just lands next to the wall. All his stuff
Alright.
still on him.
Listen here and listen good, mate. I want to know why you committed murder.
The man by the wall turns around to look at you through eyes that look like this person haven't slept in about a week. As you don't scare me. Turn me into a turtle.
Into a freaking turtle.
I've had worse.
You've had worse. Have you had anybody turn into a giant scorpion before and repeatedly stab you with a humongous stinger?
That would be new, but I have been stabbed repeatedly by someone wanting information.
What about drowned? Anyone drowned you before?
Yes.
So I can assume you're a hired individual who is used to this type of work, as you just revealed that information to me. Which means somebody hired you to kill the priest for some reason.
Well,
am I close?
Aren't you clever? So clever.
Hang on. Now, who hired you?
He tilts his head a little bit and cracks his neck slightly, and you said it yourself. I'm for hire. That information will cost you.
What makes you think I've got a fucking gold? I'll give you 67 copper.
No.
That's fine. The dude will just give me the information and then we'll have to resurrect him.
What?
Oh no! Your job is gonna be undone!
Oh, no. No, you can't do that. I can't do that. That would be bad.
I can. Because I'm Nevites, and I'll just walk out.
Just hear as you walk out, you just hear slamming against the wooden bars, and it just sounds screaming in from the storage. Just, you can't do that. All right, you rejoin the others, or are you going?
Yeah, before I leave, I'll tell Lizzie. If he starts to break out, just get the weasel to come and get us. Okay?
Of course, Master Neri. Though I shall be very impressed if he managed to break out those bars.
Cool. And Weasel, that guy is really frustrated in there. You feed away.
Lyra
Buffy.
gives you a
Yeah.
look. Wait, no, yes, because you haven't let them off the ship yet. She gives you a look and just, Why were you walking around with a turtle, Neridus? Where did you find a turtle in the mountains?
I cast polymorph. I'm a powerful mage now, Mother. I can cast
is-
5th level spells.
That's very impressive. Well done. Are
Yee.
we allowed off this ship anytime soon?
Well, the assassin's in the hold, so yeah.
You are going to
I mean,
be...
there was no assassin around. There's nobody. No, it's fine. The monks have actually made food for you. Yes, they made pie. You want to go get some pie?
Neridus? Did
Yes.
I just understand you correct that you were carrying around a polymorph assassin?
I mean, it's just an average day, really.
You said that this was no dangerous job.
It's not. That guy's weak as hell. I could kick his ass.
Right. Well, you did turn him into a turtle, I guess.
And you did see me like beat up a 100-armed giant, right?
I saw you falling through to your death and landing on top of one.
Well, I tended to a whale, so I didn't fall to my death. I was actually fine. In a lot of pain after being pushed, but yes.
Yes, it was quite impressive. You and your friends defeating that giant. And
Yeah.
you turning a murderer into a turtle.
Yes. I'm gonna have to tell you all about my stories, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go eat food, and I'll tell you about them.
All right.
I'm a champion of facet now. So this happens at fair amount. You can blame her.
Oh, I will.
He nods and smiles.
And yep, she'll follow, and the other three will follow you as well. Over at the kitchens. What are the rest of you doing while Neri is carrying off the turtle?
I am
Need some more pie.
assisting with more pie.
4 pie. 4 pie.
All right. And
I think Artemis is keeping away a little bit.
all right. I forgot to do something as well. Siri, could you please roll me a D100? Not a D100, D20. My brain. Come on.
Just a normal
Yep.
20? Okay.
As you start to wrap up the first few hours of work, you see that these are gonna be finely crafted items, weapons. Not as perfect as you would have liked them to be, but they're gonna do the job quite well.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let you reveal the weapons one day they're done. Artemis, you're keeping away, and you can see like the sun has completely set by now, and you see Neri returning after a while. After say like half an hour, almost an hour. You see Neri returning with the people from the ship. Leo, you're continuing cooking for the others and then having dinner, or...
Yeah.
All right.
I'm making Holy Harvest Pie Mark 2 or -2.
Yeah,
It's not holy pie.
it's not holy pie right now.
No, he's
Don't
never
wanna
got to
be
see the
fat.
beautiful.
Sorry. That was a chicken one. It was just came straight into my head.
I don't want to be a pastry.
And Giannis is helping.
Yeah, so I'm helping Leo as in, yes, making myself as much of a nuisance as possible. And then once that's done, I would like to start playing with the giant ring.
All right. That sounds a bit awkward. Give me a. Are you just gonna experiment, or are you trying to actually figure out what it does before you start experimenting?
His intelligence is 6. He's going to just start experimenting.
All right.
So he's just going to like pull one up his arm and see what happens when it just sits there and that kind of thing.
All right. Give me. Oh, what would that be? Just for shits and giggles. Give me a intelligence check followed by a constitution save.
An intelligence check. And oh, sorry, that should have just been a 9 and a constitution save.
Yes.
5.
Well, you look at the ring for a while. You can't really figure out what the runes are saying. They're kind of pretty scribbles. They're kind of familiar, but you can't really place why. And then as you pull one of the rings up your arm, you feel this burning sensation around your upper arm as it seems to just dig into the area right below your shoulder. And who else is in? So Leo's in the room as well. Artemis, you're just outside. Leo, you hear a gasping sound. Just what? And
Are you choking on the pie?
it's not from Yanis. It's from the priests, the other priest in the room. And
Are you choking on the pie?
look. And they point towards Yanis.
What?
And you see from where his shoulder is, 2 additional arms have like just started moving around the back of his back.
There's nothing better than a 4-armed rogue.
I think in this moment Leo has no idea what to do. Can I tell they're Yanis's arms?
Yes, they are wearing the exact same clothing as his arm is. Yanis, you start losing feeling in that arm rapidly. Like your hand starts going weak. There's pins and needles all up your arm, and like you stop being able to flex your fingers after a while, and then like it's the same sensation as if you've been sleeping with your arm above your head.
Oh, okay.
This is really handy. Hang on 1 second. Here, if you can take that one and this plate to either Neri or Siri, Grand, use your other hand to open the doors and stuff. This is extremely handy. Hang on, take those and then come back and I'll do it again. We'll get this done far quicker.
Can Yanis feel the 2 spare arms that have appeared behind him?
You have a nagging sensation that you have, like, if you concentrate on it, you can sense that there are 2 extra things, but you have no control over them.
Yeah, so I'm assuming if if Leo hands them a plate, will they actually grab the plate?
No.
Come on, take it.
Take
It's
what?
really not that hard, and I'm going to try and grab one of the fingers to try and pinch on the plate.
You can feel the pinching.
Oh, that's interesting.
So your primary hand is completely numb right now, but you can feel when Leo just pushes the fingers together on the other
That's
one.
it. You've got it. Okay. Now
Okay.
the other one.
Okay. This feels really weird. Like, how many of them are back there? Yeah. How many are there? 2? 4? How many arms have I got? Leo, how many arms have I got?
4.
This feels amazing. I just wish I could. Hold on. Let me just concentrate for a minute. And he's just going to stand there and he's going to scrunch his face up really hard.
Oh yeah, that looks painful.
To try and see whether or not he can, like, connect to / control the 2 other arms. Even though this other arm is getting probably deader and deader the more he's...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's like trying to move a hand that has fallen asleep, but eventually you manage to get some form of connection with the 2 extra hands, but your primary arm is now completely numb. You cannot even lift it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not this is a good idea.
It's a brilliant idea here, and here's the 3rd plate, and I give it to your dead arm. Come on then, take it.
And he immediately drops it on the floor because I can't feel it.
Do you need some help? Are you concentrating too hard that you can't use your other arm?
Well, I can only feel like that. Like, this one is numb, completely numb. And then these
Completely?
ones are like, yes.
Boom. Feel that?
No.
There's an impact, but there's no pain. There's, like, you can feel it moving from the impact, but that's it.
Maybe I should play with these later. And he'll reach up with his good arm and try to start removing the ring from his arm.
All right, it comes off easily enough. Please give me another con save.
Wait, the plates!
12.
The ring slides off easily enough, and it's like a fraction of a second. Look at the ring, you look at your hand, and then that sensation of your hand waking up again. Those pins and needles just flashing back up your arm, and even the slightest movement of your hand hurts.
Then crash, crash, crash.
Yes.
So he's kind of like
Plates.
stood there in that really awkward pose that you get sometimes when you've got like a dead leg or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't move because if I move, it hurts even worse. So he's kind of stood there with this frozen arm, and he's like trying not to let any sort of air touch it, kind of thing, any sort of waft of air or kind of thing. And it's just like, ow. I'm glad I didn't do this with something else.
And you realize that with that 12, you realize that the ring pinched the area to make the duplicate of anything that's below it. And if you just shift it slightly where it is, you could probably get it back on without pinching it.
I'll wait for the arm to wake back up, and then I'll try again.
All right. Well, give me another intelligence check and constitution save.
-1 on the intelligence check.
This time you don't even look at the runes. It's just a pretty armband. It kind of pinches a little bit, but you manage to get it just right. You can feel that slight pins and needle sensation, but it's not nearly as bad as last time. You shift the ring just slightly, and that sensation goes away, and you retain complete control of your arm. Even though it's a little tight, it's not cutting circulation.
It kind of starts doing like Yeah.
Yep.
Poses.
And you realize you have to think about it when you move the other 2 arms. But after just a couple of minutes of trying, you start getting into a proper rhythm of opening, closing hands and such.
Right, Leo, I'm ready now. And he kind of puts both sets of hands, do like a fist into palm thing.
Okay. Well, don't tell anyone it's off the floor. He places the fallen pie onto a plate. Here you go.
Yep, perfect.
That's really weird, but looks really handy. Could I maybe borrow it after? As I get more cooking done.
Well, there's at least a couple of spare rings. Would you like one?
Sure.
I give him one of the rings.
All right. Do you try them on, Leo?
More pie.
All right, give me an intelligence check and a constitution save.
Definitely the dumbest 2 in this team. Just intelligence check.
God.
Well, there are definitely runes on this ring, and they are slightly familiar. You've seen runes like these before, but you don't really know where.
Ah, well, if you're all right, I'm all right.
What's the concept?
Yeah. Constitution save as well.
Oh, concept.
Nope, you're not all right.
Nope. You slot. So, where do you place this ring?
On my wrist, I guess.
Yeah. You place the ring on your wrist, and it kind of pinches a little bit, and then your hand starts going numb. First, the pins and needles come in, and then you start losing motor functions.
This is my knife hand. Is it supposed to do this? Yeah, it is.
Well, it happened like that the first time. Maybe you just need to keep trying it. As I walk out of the room, balancing 4 plates on 4 arms.
Oh, okay, I'll take it off and put it on the other wrist. Yeah.
All right, give me a Constitution save as Yanis walks out to the. What the? Oh, creation. What is going on?
We fought something on the way here that had lots of arms, and I managed to get these rings. And then when it's on, you get extra arms. So, who wants pie?
Pie sounds good. That is a little bit unsettling, however. With a 14, you do feel the pins and needles start. It's not as bad as last time, but you can feel your hands slowly becoming numb, and then you shift it a little bit. The numbness slows down, but it's still there, like a slowly a hand that's slowly falling asleep.
Okay. Do I have any floating hands? Like
Yes, you do. You have 2 extra hands.
Go pick up that ladle. Pick up that ladle. They're not listening to me.
No, give me an intelligence check.
Hey,
you realize that they are your hand. you need to think like do the action yourself. They won't fly off. They're part of your body. They have the same reach as the rest of your hands.
Oh, this is complex.
It takes a couple of minutes for you, but eventually you manage to get the coordination right. Your primary hand is, however, falling asleep. And it's kind of hard to control it because the skin is numb.
Because I had it on my main hat, my
Yeah,
normal hand, and I switched it to my left, so my left hand's asleep.
yeah.
I don't really need that one anyway. Would be a good sacrifice.
He says about his shield arm.
Oh yeah.
All right. So experimenting with arms, successful. Anything else you want to do before going to sleep that night? You will be either sleeping on the ship or in the dorms of this temple.
Yanis will be going to sleep on the ship. Mostly because he wants to get up early and see how quickly he can climb the mast and do various other things with the...
We're all going to sleep. Are we not discussing the multiple arms? And how they should not be having multiple?
No.
Harry's like coming back with his mum.
Yeah.
He's just like... And anyway, me and Siri made short work of the knolls with tidal waves and fireballs. And then there was the time we fought a night hag and a doomwake giant. He's just like listing off. Then he sees that, he's like, "Hi, Abbas. The assassins in the brig." Oh, he was hired, by the way.
Yeah, figured. I don't know why anyone would murder a priest otherwise.
But he seemed to really freak out when I said I was gonna resurrect the dude. Like, he said it was really bad if I did that. I don't know if it's like bad for him because he'd have failed his job, or if it's bad because the dude's bad. I don't know.
Well, there's only one way to find out. I guess you better resurrect him.
Yeah. We could
Well, does
interrogate
any-
the priest more.
Well,
Oh.
does anyone actually have anything against the temple?
I have no idea.
I guess
Maybe
that's
you.
what we need to ask.
Yeah. Maybe you can get some information out of him. Siri, because yeah, like he's like an expert at being tortured, apparently. So I don't think I can do much.
Oh, physically torture. I can torture him mentally.
That's what I was thinking. I'll cover my
like,
mum's
I-
ears. Look at pie. We're not talking about torture. I don't torture people, don't worry.
I could have Orion just eat some parts of him while he's still alive.
Just ignore her, mother. She was raised by wolves. She has no manners.
I mean, most people would be terrified by that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well.
A recommended one, though. He would
No,
probably be out.
how about you don't casually mention that in front of people, okay? I'm trying to, like, put my mother at ease here by telling her how awesome I am, not letting her know my friends are sociopaths.
I mean, the fact that we are angering gods, dealing with gods, befriending gods, and other things with gods, I'm pretty sure there's no way your mother will gonna feel comfortable. Seeing
Just
as
ignore her,
we are
mother. We have
dealing
not
with
angered
fate.
any gods whatsoever. In fact, I would say I've done the opposite. The god of thieves definitely has a thing for me. So let's just continue.
I can't fault you for that one. My girlfriend is Statha, so it's not
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I have a leg to stand on scolding you for trying to be with a god.
And then he just sees Yanis. Yanis, why do you have multiple arms?
Namaste.
Like multiple of them. What is this?
And look at that, Yanis suddenly turned handy.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
is
silent.
that what
Why
you,
did
is that what you call a
muted yourself?
handyman? I always wondered what a handyman was.
I was playing with the rings that I got from the giant, and it's giving me some extra arms. And I'm thinking this is going to come in real handy, and there are going to be absolutely no consequences of this whatsoever.
When there are multiple rings, what have you done with the others?
Oh, Leo's trying one on now.
I can tell that you're all in good. And she looks at Yanis, looking up and down and at the arms. I can tell you're all in good hands here. I'll go and see what our guest on the boat has to say, and she will just bring her plate.
I'll follow
onto the
you.
ship.
I'll follow you, but yeah, I don't know if you need company or
If
anything.
you're
but I'll-
trying to feed him to a lion, I swear.
No, but if you want to borrow Orion for your interrogation, you're more than welcome to.
He better have all his limbs when I come back to that boat. Lizzie will not be impressed if you get bloodstains all over her in it.
Does it seem like I have a plan to murder anyone?
Oh,
I'm not like you that goes into a Minotaur camp murdering everything you see, and she just keeps on walking off.
My mother was there for that, so you can't really use that against me. Let's come up with better than that.
You're the one who said we're gonna be murder hobos.
I have never said that in my life.
Every Minotaur was gonna die, you said.
And they did.
It's so
You're
nice
calling
to
me a
see.
murderer.
It's so nice to see the two of you getting along.
I'm saying to the Spicer. In a friendly way.
Mm.
Like, oh my god, she's starting to remind me of Alexa, and I just I shake my head. I'm like, that's why they got along so well. Alexa. Come on, let's go in there. Let's go get some food.
That
And let's go
sounds
flirt with
nice.
Leah.
I wouldn't anger her though.
She ain't got multiple abs.
This is true. How does? I'm not even going to ask. Food sounds lovely. Thank you.
Sit. I walk in, I see Leah with multiple abs, and I'm like,
High five!
which one? Which fucking one?
Well, my left, obviously.
Why is it going pale? Why is it just swinging at your side like that?
I've not been tanning that one so much because it's behind my shield.
Give me the ring. I'm going to wrestle the ring off it.
Where's mine? Oh,
With the slight crashing of things, the other arms disappear, and there is a sudden rush of pain through your hand, Leo, as it starts waking up again.
We're gonna have that blacksmith look at this before you put this on again. Well, who knows what'll happen?
You've broken my hand. You can't move it.
This broke your hand, not me.
How do you know? Are you an expert?
Technically, I have a degree. Or will do, so.
In rings?
In Nixology. And this is clearly Nixology. Now, don't put your hands in any stranger's rings until we know what they are or where they've been.
Oh, why are you phrasing it like that? Oh.
We don't know what diseases that giant had. You can't just go putting your hands in his rings.
Oh, stop it. Oh, no.
After thoroughly disgusting him, hoping that I've disgusted him enough that he won't put his hand back in. If you put your hand back in this, I'll make a lot more references to giants' rings.
Fine.
I mean, I am tempted to put it on, but no. I know better than to put on random magical objects. These could be cursed. What if Yanis turns into a freaking multi-armed giant out there and starts attacking everyone?
Then we kill him. Would be a loss, right? Creepy rare guy. Only joking. Oh, I can't imagine you'll be mad at me again. Oh no, I'm back to cooking. Bye.
Okay. Puts the ring in his backpack. So he can give it to the frickin' blacksmith or an expert who can look at it. A magical expert. Although,
There
to
we
be
go.
fair, where is Yanis?
On the ship, probably.
God damn it, he
Yes.
ran off. Okay, well, I'll tackle him later and take it off of him.
It's fine. You've given him an idea about torturing your murder victim and putting extra rings on him. I've got 4 left. And if I can put them on in a way that makes your legs numb, imagine what that's going to feel like if he's left like that all night long.
Either that, he just shove him down the front of his pants.
True.
All right. As the night progresses, the not refugees if you've rescued. The people you rescued from the Minotaur camps, including Neri's mom, goes back to the ship to find some rest. Well, beds are being sorted out for everyone. And the night
She's sleeping in her crow's nest.
ish. Anyone taking watch, or are you just letting Lizzie do that?
We've got an assassin on board, so Neri will attempt to take a watch. He's
Yeah,
adamant he can stay awake for at least 3 hours before he goes to bed.
Steer did
So,
go
yeah.
down though to talk to the assassin.
Yes. All right. So
We could keep him awake all night in turns, and just do Psycole. Like keep him awake all night. He gets one exhaustion, and then he'll be at disadvantage.
all right.
Put a ring in your hand and slap him every now and then so he doesn't sleep.
Extra hand.
It's still not mage armor. Or mage hand. It's your hand. So you would also have to be awake to do that. So, yes, Siri, you went down to talk to the assassin dude.
Yes.
You find him as you go down into the cargo hold. You find this man curled up in a corner of the room. Lizzie has provided what looks like a mattress of some description. And that's about a mattress and a bucket. That's about it. Guy is sitting in the corner, curled up into a ball, hood up, arms crossed in front of him as if just trying to find some rest.
Don't you seem tired?
Wouldn't you be if you got turned into a turtle out of the blue and thrown into here? Literally?
I would say it seems more that you haven't slept in days.
Don't see how that's any of your business.
And she had brought a plate with food that she will basically like shove in to him.
Alright, yep. Yeah.
I guess it's none of my business. But I still brought you food.
Give me a dexterity save real quick.
Dexterity.
Almost faster than you... Well, faster than you really have time to react. The guy has kicked off from the wall and is by the bars and has grabbed your hair through the bars and is pulling your head down to his, and you can see like these deep dark rings under his eyes. What looks like a nose that has been broken several times and never healed properly. And
Does it seem familiar?
Vaguely. You're not entirely sure why, but you have a this weird sensation that you've seen him around growing up.
Don't you look familiar?
So do you. I know you. Ah, you're the boss's little songbird.
And Siri will draw a knife to his throat.
You see him start shaking as you do first the hissing sound of the blade and then the knife, and he starts shaking slightly. Not losing the grip though. Don't scare me, songbird.
Your shaking says otherwise.
Blade is awfully close. Now let's not get too hasty. Be a shame if I had to hurt you before the boss arrives.
I'll tell you a secret though.
I like secrets.
And she will cut the hair so where he holds it. So she basically has very uneven hair where she is.
He pulls his hair.
I'm not a little songbird anymore.
Obviously, and he takes like 2 steps back out of your reach. Obviously. I can see that, yeah. The boss is gonna like this.
I do recommend, though, that you might tell me why he's so interested in this place.
Why would Stossel do anything? Money, of course.
Of course. What else does that? And you can see her crack her neck a little bit. The bastard care about.
But, you could always ask him himself.
I would love to send one of my spells in his face.
Oh, you should get the chance then. He will be here soon. I got word.
What did I miss? Who the fuck's coming?
Even though the plan didn't really work, I told him the plan worked, so now the guy just has to stay dead and everything will be fine.
But guess what? He won't stay dead, and that means you failed. Meaning?
No.
Meaning? And you can see her eyes glow like the next. Meaning, if Stossel gets out alive and knows that you get out alive, oh, I wouldn't like to be you.
You can't
So
do
I
that.
do recommend. Yes, I can. Have you not heard of the great Cyrodilia Wordwind?
I know you were good at playing music, but you can't raise the dead. No, you can't.
I can't. But my friend can.
No, he needs to stay dead, you see, because otherwise the boss is gonna be mad.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure to tell Stossel you failed.
Anything I can do to convince you not to?
Tell me everything. If you don't,
Fine.
we'll raise him, and we tell Stossel you failed. And maybe we even let Stossel have you. I do know how Stossel treats his friends. And she just takes off on her shoulder, showing the deep cuts she has on her shoulder. Oh, we wouldn't like to see that, would we?
No. And he will pinch his nose just slightly. Well, you promise the guy stays dead?
I'll try my very best.
Fine. Fine. The boss wanted to get in on the pilgrimage things, and he asked the priests very nicely if they would like some protection and would pay him for it, and they basically told him to get lost. And so the boss got very angry. And he sent me to get a job here.
And how did that work out for you?
It was working great until you showed up.
Yeah, what a shame, isn't it?
You have to let me out though, so I can run away.
Oh, that was never part of the plan. You just told me that man should stay dead.
If he doesn't stay dead, I need to be far, far away from this place, 'cause the boss man is coming here, and I don't know when.
Oh, don't worry about that with your pretty little head. I
Mm,
don't think Stoso will be going far.
well, if you can't kill him. I tried.
Oh, sweetie. I've been killing worse things than a strong lion.
Maybe. Maybe if I... Yes. Yes. And he starts muttering to himself as he crawls back into the corner for stopping. Looks up at you, grabs the plate, and just pulls it with him. And you see him just start breaking the pie apart, eating just tiny morsels of it, but nervously just breaking it apart.
Hmm. You can see that she's contemplating about something.
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like he have outlived his usefulness?
You're not entirely sure. You got some information out of him, but as far as you know, for you right now, yes.
Does it seem like he can like get out of here since he
No.
suddenly got like?
You know Lizzie. You know if she says these bars, he's gonna have a hard time getting out of the bars. He will have a hard time getting out. Wait, she told Neri that. Well, you know Lizzie. She created this cell and there's no door.
And she will basically like talk to Lizzie in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Lizzie,
Yes, Miss Siri.
if anything unusual happens here, I have a bad feeling that he might want to take an easy way out if he can.
Mm. Oh, yes, you mean like that. I shall do my best. I did not get... None of you managed to go through his things. So unfortunately, I do not have access to that. But I can try to prevent any strange happenings.
Yes, thank you.
Is there anything else I can do for you, Miss Siri?
No, that's it for now, Lizzie. You have been more than helpful. And she will like pet
Of
the
course.
ship.
Yeah. Of course.
And she will just go up to and go up on like look up
Mhm.
and then just walk up to the sail
Mm-hmm.
and punch it
Uh,
really hard.
I'm not entirely sure what I did to do.
Oh, it's not you, Lizzie. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I did not feel that at all. But, well, that is a lie. I did not... It did not hurt me, but I felt you ruffling my sails.
And she will just hug her and be like, I'm sorry.
All right.
Why are you punching the sails?
It's a long story. I kind of need to wait until everyone's here.
Oh. Alright. Any trouble?
there's gonna be a big trouble.
Anything I should keep an eye out for?
A big ass Lionen.
Shoot on sight?
Be my guest.
Okay, big ass lion, shoot on sight.
Imagine if Ufu just walks up.
That would be funny though. Ah, what the fuck? Although Ethan would probably just jump up, climb the mast, and just whoop. What was that for?
Yep.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't want to shoot Ufu. It's probably quite a high level now as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
After food,
Yes.
Neriti's gonna look at the head monk.
Mhm.
Like, reincarnation time. Let's do it. Get all your monks together. Let's shove this guy in some oil.
That sounds so bad.
Right.
Let's oil this guy up.
Even worse.
That was worse. All right. You gather them. This night has completely... The night has completely arrived to this monastery, and you gather all the monks that are living here in the temple. And yes.
Where's a good spot? Have they got like a bath or something ready?
Well, if you ask them for somewhere to, have the oil in, they will bring. Do they even have big enough for that?
Well, if they have like a cart.
Yeah, there
That
would
might
be a
work.
cart. Yeah, there would be like a wheelbarrow or something like that with high sides.
So if they have like a large cart for like traveling stuff, because no doubt they go to the city and trade.
Yeah.
He'll put water around the edge of the cart and freeze it,
Mhm.
but just to give it that bath,
Yep.
so it doesn't slip through. And then he'll be like, "All right, just put all your oils in there." And
They start filling up the tub you've created with the oil. It takes about, say, 10-15 minutes to roll the oil barrels over and empty them into the bathtub. Words, I know them. Yes. But eventually it's done. I'm going to assume that, well, are you in the temple or are you out on the area?
wherever they want to do it,
So
because it's their temple. So if they
Yeah.
want to do it in the holy place, we can do it there. If they want to,
yeah, if you said you were going to reincarnate their friend, they would have taken him to the temple. And as you mentioned, oil, not too close to the fire pit,
yeah.
because that could get
So they probably moved all
explosive.
these benches to the side, haven't they? And we'll just like
Yeah.
have it there. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
And he'll tell them all to pray to Perforos.
Yes.
And maybe he'll have some of them pray to the ferryman.
All right. And does it say how long this takes, or is it just instant?
So the spell itself, casting time 1 hour. So we're going to be there for an hour chanting,
Yep. All right.
or at least Neri is. So he'll be doing like motions with his hands back and forth. The oil will be kind of going back and forth, and it'll start glowing bluish. And then when it comes to the climax, he's going to start swirling his hand around, and the oil kind of all just rises up with
All
the
right.
body inside, and it starts glowing a bright blue, and then it kind of forms
Alright.
around the body and creates the new body.
As that bright blue starts forming in the oil, Neri, you see suddenly shape rising from it. Not completely like formed, but it has a hood on it and completely featureless face and long robes that seem to be of that same blue color, and you recognize it as Athreos' form, and he'll look at you and say, "What are you doing?"
Reincarnating a dude that was murdered.
Is this quite necessary?
It wasn't his time.
Indeed, it was not, and as the rites have not been completed yet, he would have been stuck on the shore for a while. And why is this man necessary for the plans of that you have set out to fulfill? Are they necessary at all?
Why do I need a reason to help someone? I know the gods always have reasons,
No, I do not.
but I am not a god.
That was a similar answer to what I was looking for. Helping someone who was murdered out of the goodness of your heart, instead of what he could give you. I will let you do this. Once. For this man. If you want to do it again for this man, you will have to be a little bit more convincing.
If he dies again, I'm not helping him.
That
guy wants to die.
That goes for you and your companions as well. You have 1 free return from the river.
That's an expensive return. We do not have 1,000 oil with us. But I'll keep that in mind. I'll let
Indeed.
everybody know.
Indeed. Now, I do hope this work was worth it. And you see the image of Athreos sink back into the still swirling blue tinted oil. And then it starts...
Before he goes, I
Yes.
shout, "Say hello to Victor for me." Just that bird, and then that's that.
Yep. And the oil spreads out again and starts creating this shape of... Start looking a human at first, and then horns spring out on top of his head. And where you would expect, because the guy was human, you expect human legs, you instead see kind of bent in a strange angle. And as the body forms and starts getting more lifelike qualities to it, you realize that instead of a human, you have a satyr.
I hope this guy likes his vegetables because he's about to get a crank.
And in the vat of oil, you find a satyr man dressed in the same rags, like the wrappings, the linen wrappings. Slowly opening his eyes. Some of the oil is still like running off of his face and of the wrappings.
Oh, that'll be the oil we didn't use. There's a little bit more than 1,000 gold.
Mm.
Good to know, good to know.
They basically rolled
Um,
out all the oil they could find.
Yeah. And I was just thinking, can I take the rest of that oil? And will they be bothered?
And then you hear a like sounds of distress as the man is starting to try and get out of the wrappings. And the other priests rush forward to just unwind. To a certain degree.
Yeah. I mean, never is just going to point and be like, he's dying again. I can't. You had him. I can't resurrect him again. Come on. you had the boss, man. No more resurrections. This is one chance.
After it just takes them mere moments to get the wrappings off, enough for him to stand up out of the tub, and then some of the wrappings are just slung over his shoulders as a makeshift like robe of sorts, cloak of sorts, or so. And he looks around. This ain't the Tartics. This is the temple.
Congratulations, you have been reincarnated.
That
You are
explains
now a satyr.
the horns,
Horns.
hooves.
Hoofs, yes. You're going to need a very large hairnet for when you cook.
Pink.
I am pink, yes.
Right. Not hallucinating. What happened and why am I back?
You were murdered.
Yeah, okay. Tartics, yes. Okay. Why am I back?
By the mousy guy with the stab. You remember that?
Mouse.
We were hoping you could tell us who it was for just for confirmation. We need a
Mousy guy.
witness.
Tavos
gonna-
was his name.
Yes.
If it's a small one that came with the last group. Tavos.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Do you know why he murdered you? Did he say before he stabbed you?
Meep. 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 Roll. Why is it so far up? He.
17. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I heard him leaving. He was told replace me. I don't know why.
Replace you?
Yes.
That guy can cook?
I don't know.
He seemed more stabby than chefy.
Oh. I heard him. And stabbed me. And everything went. I couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. Fell in the water. And then there was a man on the boat on the river.
That's the god Aetherios.
No,
No,
guy with horns.
Erebos.
Guy with horns, it's Victor.
Victor.
I don't. He said that.
Did he have weird eyes that glow? Like weird eyes, similar to somebody in this place.
Yes. He said
Yes.
I didn't have payment. He couldn't take me.
Bit rude of him. Didn't realise
Those-
Victor turned into a money hog. Gonna have to have words with Victor.
You are special, aren't you?
Is that an insult or a compliment?
You need coins to pass the river when you die.
Yeah.
I didn't have the payment.
Well, yeah, but I thought when Victor took over, he'd be a bit nicer and let people just freaking go on their way.
I don't
Didn't realise
understand.
the only reason the Aetherios dude wants coins is because he wants to. His own selfish needs. He wants to. Well, not selfish. He's not selfish, but his own. He doesn't want to be God anymore. So if he gets coins, that the first coins, then
I think I need to lay down. You're talking nonsense.
well, that's what most people say. Head priest, you may look after him tonight.
Thank you. And for this, thank you. He just gingerly steps out of the tub and is just helped out of the temple.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that took it out of me. I've never reincarnated someone before.
That was incredible. You see one of the other younger priests by the door. Just, that was so cool. I'm surprised Aetherios let you do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, me and him. Well,
I
besties.
don't blaspheme in a
not another
temple.
What?
Don't blaspheme in a temple.
Don't blast.
Blaspheme.
Blaspheme in a temple. Well, I'm not blaspheming anything. I mean, we know each other. I've done several jobs for him. We're cool.
Okay.
I wouldn't say we're besties. That's probably Victor's job. But yeah. We're cool.
All right. Yeah, wait. I need to move this guy to the ship. He's on the ship.
You should see what I've done with the God of Thieves. I won't get him.
I'm gonna go to bed now before you get me into trouble with Perforos. I lost my murderer. Where's my murderer?
He was there, but you got rid of him when I.
Oh, there is. Yes, when you turned him into a turtle.
Yes.
He needs to be on token layer on the ship. There he is.
Bring Leah back here. I'm on ship now, yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can still control him. And whoever's keeping watch at night, please roll me a D100.
Who's doing
Wait,
watches?
who are rolling, you said?
Whoever's keeping watch is... Please roll me a D100. Oh, you're trusting... Yeah.
We're
Gods,
adamant to yeah.
That is so fitting for Leo. It's incredible. Leo.
And then that problem.
He-
Yes, I'm listening.
What a bitch.
Uh, Leo, during your watch, you suddenly hear a strange sound from the ship itself. A weird, almost clucking noise. As you look around,
Yeah.
you hear a weird clucking sound. Very familiar, odd clucking sound.
I must go investigate the clucking sound.
You go investigate, and somehow, in the whole of the ship, there's a chicken sitting on one of the barrels, just looking at you.
How did you get there?
Bark. Bark. Bark.
Divine sense?
Well, aside from the usual suspects, no. Chicken gives off nothing.
Celestial chicken.
I'm a little bit disappointed you're not like a holy chicken. Is it a male chicken or a female chicken?
It looks like a female chicken. Doesn't have the thing or the thing.
Free eggs, free eggs, free eggs.
Lizzie,
Yes, Master Leo.
is it within your power to make a chicken coop?
Depends on what size of a chicken coop you want.
Just a small one. I only want it for one.
That is not a problem at all. Do you want it immediately or by morning?
Immediately.
Right you are. And you hear this crickling, like foldy sound, and on one of the shelves that used to hold like barrels, suddenly there it opens, like it moves out a bit from the wall, and then a tiny little opening appears, and a little door just flip. And as you look inside, there's a tiny little nest in there with a little bar over it.
There you go. 5-star accommodation. That sounds good. I don't even know what 5-star is.
The chicken looks at you, looks at the coop, looks at you, looks at the coop, and flies up on the top deck.
Hey, I have corn. Corn.
Food!
Hey, look at it.
The look in its eyes like, ooh, food!
I'm going to try and trap it into its chicken coop. Its newly established home.
Alright, give me a animal handling check. Well, I look up narratives.
I'm a farmer.
Yes, which is why the DC is not that high. Yeah, you have no problems. The chicken is like, ooh, corn! Follows it all the way into the chicken coop, and you manage to lock it before it realizes something is up. There are tiny little bars so that the chicken can look out through it. And as you look inside, it has plenty of space, aside from the little nest. So it won't suffer anything in there. That's a little bit boring. Neri, during your watch, let's see.
You got a boring one?
Well, you don't. You have. It doesn't make sense because you've already been told you can be there. So.
I mean, well, again.
No, I'll just take the next one. I mean, if you want, but the next one is pretty good. Actually, because you already got inspiration. Please, yeah, please roll again. Well, I'll check Artemis's. Ooh. Artemis, as
Yes.
you are keeping watch, down on the ground, you manage to see something strange. Like all the way from your crow's nest as you get up, you see this bright red snake slither away from the ship and moving through the underbrush. It gives off light, which is why you can see it at night. And it's like this red streak through the darkness on the ground.
Does it look natural?
I mean, it's bright red and glowing, so no.
So it feels like it's something that has been twisted. So it's not like.
It's hard to tell from this distance. You can't really discern if it's like corrupted or if it's a holy snake or if it's like anything like that. Not by just looking
A
at
sign
it.
from a god. Sign from the snake god. Which one's the snake god again?
Farika.
Farika. Could be a sign from Farika.
I think that's her name.
Yeah, it is.
She would, in that case, slide down the ropes, I think, and run over to the snake.
All right. It seems to be disappearing, like slithering from under the ship and then into the obsidian wall of the next shelf up from where you're at. And but right next to where you first saw it, you see this almost like a ball of vines that have clutched together. And looking at it, you quickly realize it's some sort of nest.
Okay.
And I need to... in the nest, you see 5 bright red eggs. They're kind of warm to the touch.
Does the snake seem friendly?
The snake seems like it just vanished. Like you saw the tail disappearing into the obsidian wall.
Nylia, is this a sign from you?
Holy eggs. We could make a holy omelette.
Yeah.
You don't really get a reply other than this wind of just comforting air. It's warm and smells slightly of freshly cut grass.
Do I get a hint that they are magical in some sort of way?
I mean, they seem kind of magical. They are bright. They don't glow like the snake did, but they are bright red and kind of warm to the touch. They don't really look like any form of snake eggs you've ever seen before.
Does the heat come from inside them, or are they heated by something?
Well, all you have is this ball of vines and the eggs inside. Almost like a gift basket.
She'll grab them.
Mm-hmm.
Easter eggs.
They have this almost like glassy surface to them as you lift them up.
Do I get the feeling they're about to hatch, or
There's no
are they
move.
very hard?
They're very hard, like hard and glassy.
Goodies.
She will grab them and she will kind of sit down and sort of try to figure out what they are.
All right. Give me an Arcana check.
It should go well. 11?
They seem magical in nature, and looking closer at it, it doesn't really look like hold it up and twist and turn. It doesn't look like there's something inside them. With your knowledge of nature, it doesn't seem like there's anything living in them, but you have no idea what they could be other than magical, and doesn't seem to be holding snakes.
Does it feel like it would break if I knocked on it, or like?
It seems very hard, like you can knock on it and it's like knocking on a glass bottle.
She'll keep trying to figure it out, basically, and we'll just sit there doing that during the rest of her watch.
Alright. Neritis, towards the end of your watch, everything is starting to get a little bit boring, a little bit tiresome. You got starting to doze off a little bit, and suddenly there is a pinch in your ear. And as you look over, there's a rat sitting on your shoulder, like.
I can't speak with animals.
Hello.
I'm like, can I help you?
You smell like fish.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
Okay, then you come here and and I'm gonna give you food. And he picks him up and he just starts stroking him and he's gonna feed him out of the cupboard. There
All
you
right.
go. He looks at this just random chicken coop in the kitchen like, when the fuck did we get a chicken? Excuse me, chicken? When did
Hello.
you come here?
Gift. Mm-hmm.
Gift? Gift from who?
Oh, Viney lady.
Viney lady?
Yes, the big one that causes everything to happen.
Was it a god?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, have some food as well. And I start shoving some food for that. I'm feeding the rat as well. I'm like, are you a gift?
My mom says so.
Oh, yes you are. Yes you are.
All right.
Like, you can stay with us. You can be our pet. You can stay on Lizzie. Okay? Okay. We fly around and you just stay here and then you can feed off the crumbs and stuff.
It can stay, Master Neri, as long as it doesn't try to nibble on me.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? No nibbling on the ship, okay? The ship's sentient, and if you nibble on it, it will eject you into space. Yes.
All right.
You nibble on wood. Wood bites back, okay?
Okay. Strange.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll make sure you're fed, don't worry. And he's gonna go to sleep next to the when he's done with his watch. He's gonna go to sleep next to the chicken coop, and he's just gonna have a rat on his chest, rocking him.
All right. The next day dawns. Let me see. And whoever has the last watch as the sun rises, you see that the clouds have started gathering and a soft rain starts falling. which doesn't really help with the ash clouds over the volcano. Instead of a soft falling of ash at all times, it's now soggy ash that falls at all times. And
Why do I get the feeling like everyone is looking like soot monsters?
yeah, you start like
Siri, not Siri. Lizzie,
yes,
you
Master.
might want to
Neri.
put a protective bubble around you again because it's starting to rain soggy ash.
Immediately, Master Neri. And you see that form. I cannot hold this for too long, but I can probably protect all of us for a few hours.
It's cool. You know, he's just sat there, laid down, still stretching there.
Rat.
Just laid on, just laid on the front of the ship with his head on the banister, just snuggled up, keeping an eye out on the horizon for anything that might be coming towards the temple.
All right. Neri, roll me a perception check.
Perception. Am I good with perception? Who knows? Yeah, I am.
As you're sitting there, petting the rat, you see not too far off, just down a few of the staircases, a party of 3 people approaching. All 3 have like hoods up to protect against the falling ash. And they seem to be walking with purpose. As if they started early and have been walking for a while.
I can't cast Thaumaturgy or anything, I don't think. Well, alright. Sarah, no, Sarah. There! Lizzie,
Yes,
wake up call for everyone. We've got people coming.
absolutely,
Do I see
Master
this as
Neri.
well?
Yes, you.
Well, you'll be asleep, so you'll...
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, true.
So
Oh, you won't be now.
yeah,
but-
all across the ship, all of you hear in your minds, it's time to wake up. This is your morning wake-up call. We have company.
Oh no, they found the
Whoa.
chicken.
She'll run up and ready her bow and look for a Leonin.
You do see 3 figures approaching. You're not entirely sure if any of them is Leonin because they have hoods up, and you see this dome over the ship that seems to be protecting you against the sticky gray substance that forms on top of it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see because there's a lot of blah.
Do I see a furry tail or clawed foots or hands?
Give me a perception check.
14.
It's the ash that is starting to form on the dome makes it very hard to see. You can tell that the 3 seem to be moving in sync, as if they're used to traveling together, but you can't really get any features from the cloaks that they're wearing.
Miss, why are you looking so intently at them? What are you looking for?
Seer warned me about the Leonin and told me to shoot at
What,
sight.
Leonin?
And Siri will come up and be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you last night. Stossel is coming. Just kill him, it's fine."
Who?
Former boss.
Well, my boss. Didn't you work in a brothel?
I wouldn't
Did you-
say as much as work, since I didn't actually get paid.
Oh, so you mean when you say former boss, you mean former slave there?
Not far off. I mean, I got food and a roof over my head, but every time I tried to leave,
Well,
I was brought back with what you would call slightly brute force.
so your boss is coming here? Why is he
Yes.
coming here? Oh wait,
Oh.
is he the guy who hired the assassin?
Yes. By the way, did you resurrect that guy?
Yeah,
Well, I tried.
he's
to
a
stop.
citier now.
Oh yeah. By the way, if someone asks, I tried to stop you very hard from doing that.
Who'd ask?
The guy downstairs.
You made a deal with him?
I only said I would try. I mean.
Well, I was probably resurrecting him while you were talking to him, so
Yeah.
maybe it was beforehand.
Able to stop you.
We could just say I did it before you even like made that deal.
Exactly. I mean, accidents happen, right?
You're not omnipotent.
And she will blink multiple times, being like the doe eyes, being like, yes.
Okay. And he's still sat there just stroking this rat that's probably asleep by now.
Rat completely conked out, like. "Mm."
I also see you got a friend.
I found him last night. We have a new pet rat and chicken. I don't know where the chicken came from. Oh wait, no, yeah I do. Karametra gave us the chicken. I don't know why, but yeah, we have a holy
We
chicken.
got more pets, and she will stroke her weasel.
Not a euphemism.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, morning. Sorry, did you find the chicken?
Yeah, she said she was a gift from Karametra.
Oh, I knew it. I'm back in the good books.
I have a name for this guy. I'm gonna call him Socratini.
What?
Socratini.
I don't get it.
It's just after, you know.
He's gonna
a
be asking a
philosopher.
lot of annoying questions.
Yeah.
But
All right.
yes, my former boss is coming here, and he is the one who ordered the specimen downstairs, who I amazingly have seen when I was younger. Of course, he looked more not broken nose, not as tired, not as crippled. But that's how Stoso does it when he doesn't get what he wants.
Mhm.
Has a tendency to get his anger out.
Well, I do have an arrow knocked and ready.
Well, he should sort his temper out. You know,
Hmm?
take a bath or something. You know, it's quite relaxing.
Oh yeah, Siri's from the boss is coming today. Oh well, a boss, the slaver dude.
What, that guy?
Yeah, the Leonin.
What do you want me to do?
I want you all to just have your hoods up, pretend you're part of Perforos's lovely little gang, and I just need to talk to the people inside, just to make them think that the gentleman downstairs failed.
Okay. Can we get Lizzie up in the air and out of here though? Because my mum's on this ship, and so are some of the from prisoners.
Of course.
I don't want
I
them in
wouldn't
the
mind.
way of this.
I can
Especially
absolutely.
this guy. Oh, I can name him Heracles. Heracles. Heracles? Heracles? Heracles. No.
Rocket cheese?
Heracles? Heracles, yes.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think of names to name the rat.
There we got a pet rat.
It's gonna
Better
be
not go
best.
near my food.
Janice?
Yes.
I might need some of your expertise.
Sure.
You look like a man who likes stabbing people in the back while they don't see you.
Well, I quite like staggering people in the front whilst they don't see me as well. But yeah, either or.
Would you do me the utmost favor of stabbing him with one of your beautiful daggers in the back where he can't reach, so I might or might not cast heat metal on him while he can't reach, and you can see her smile going a little bit like twinchy.
I like what you're thinking.
Thank you.
Does Janice still have 4 arms at this point?
Well,
You've not
did
taken
you
the ring off.
give me another con save real quick?
I mean, you're within 10 feet of me, so you get a +3.
You have a little bit like your fingertips are a little bit numb, but yes, you do have 4 arms still.
And you got a D4.
Yeah.
'Cause you-
Oh yeah, I forgot I did it. Yes. Hold on. Yes.
Yeah, it's a little bit tingly, like you know that when it's barely pressure on your nerves. So it's a little bit tingly, but yeah, you still have full control.
Perfect. Yes, I'm sure that backstabbing can be arranged. Who is it I'm backstabbing?
You're backstabbing a Leonin named Stossel.
Okay. I'm sure I could manage that. Where
Now
is
with
this
you.
unit?
If you would all just excuse me, and you can still see her with a very forced smile. I need to talk with people inside.
All right.
Okay, we'll just keep these guys entertained or coming on up here.
How far away do these people look?
So
Just on the stairs, aren't they?
yeah, they're about down here now.
Okay, so relatively close. In that case, Yanis kind of puts his hood up and disappears.
All right.
I'll wave Lizzie off.
Okay, Lizzie is gonna fly over here out of the way, keeping everyone safe. This guy is gonna be on the ship. Are you bringing the chest weasel or are you leaving it behind?
Leaving it behind
All right,
for now.
it's gonna be over here.
I'll leave the rat behind as well. I'll put him right next to the chest weasel.
chest
We
weasel
you
watch
just.
two.
over the rat.
You two are now best friends.
It's a rat.
Janice will put a hood over her
Yes.
head as well.
His name's Socrates. Socrates.
Right.
And the chicken. Clucrates.
You have no right to name my chicken.
You name it something boring like wheat.
There is nothing wrong with wheat. Wheat is a very versatile plant. Plus, my chickens could be very versatile, so it's got good meaning.
So we're calling the chicken wheat. Wheaty. Wheater.
I'll put it towards a vote.
All right. So all of you are gearing up, and Siri, you are running inside.
Yes, I am running inside.
Okay.
And she will run up to the priest and be like, now, I don't know if you mentioned something about a big Leonin to anyone named Stossel.
Oh, he didn't. Yes, that was his name.
Yes, so just to mention this so you all understand, he was the one who wanted your cook dead.
That sounds a little far-fetched, but I believe you. If that's the result.
And he's on his way now to most likely tell you that he have heard of the terrible, terrible murder. And I need, and she looks at everyone, you all to just play along for a little bit.
Oh, we can do that. I mean, should we tell him?
Please don't tell no. Just tell him that, oh yes, it's terrible that like your cook died and you have no idea who did it, and just overdo it a little bit until Yanis, and she looks behind her, that I think is still with me, invisible, I'm not sure.
We can absolutely.
Did you ask him to follow you? Because I don't think he did. He just knows that he's got to go stab a giant Leonin in his back.
So she's like, he's somewhere, most likely trying to stab him, invisible.
Wait. Blacksmith is out here.
And I'm gonna cast heat metal on him accidentally. Whoops. And we just want you to then step out of the way so you don't go into harm's way, if that's okay.
Absolutely. And may I just say that I do hope that your spell strikes true.
I hope that my spell is cast in his face and you can see her eyes burning.
Perforos bless you, child.
Oh, he has blessed me, that's this for sure.
Alright. Well, Siri is inside. I can do this because as they are turning the corner to the platform where you're at, you do see these three figures appearing. All three covered in cloaks, but two rough-looking human men wearing thick cloaks over their heads. You can see a faint glitter of metal. What do they wear? From spears on one side, almost used like walking staffs or walking sticks, flanking a rather hulking figure. Those of you who were around when Etho were there, Artemis, you wouldn't have met Etho at all, know the size and general build. And you see a rather large Leonin wearing this thick cloak and very fine looking clothing. What did I give him? Oh yeah, and along the side, hanging from a belt, is an exquisitely carved scimitar. And slung across his back is a very nicely made short bow with a quiver made out of finely decorated leather. And he walks up to the group here and just all quiet.
About like a namaste, welcome to our temple.
A Triton at Perforos' temple. That's a first.
Well, my godly Master Perforos is in very close concord with Thassa, goddess of the sea.
So
I wish to know why, so I travelled here.
So I have heard. Now, this is quite a welcoming committee. There is a heavily armored man blocking my path. Is Artemis hiding? Or is she just standing there?
He's kind of just standing there.
Oh, these are some visitors to our temple. They came
Right.
They came a few days ago. Leah is a cook and has been cooking for us due
Yeah,
to the loss.
I cooked pie yesterday.
Yeah, due to the loss of our chef, who's recently been. Well, we won't mention that.
That's terrible news, and well, glad that I'm here with an offer then for you. Would you please be so kind as to take me to your head priest?
I will bring him outside as we're not accepting visitors at the moment due to this terrible time. We're worried about the safety of my brothers and sisters. If I'm not meant for deception, I am not meant for deception.
Of
But
course.
But he gets advantage on that, doesn't he? On deception, right?
Mhm.
Do you want me to roll?
Yes. Please roll me a
You have a
deception
good
check.
deception.
18!
Yeah. He lifts. You see him cock an eyebrow over. Like he has an eye patch across one of his eye, and he cocks that eyebrow slightly at you, but he just lets you go.
Now he just with both of his hands as he glides up the steps. Do I remember the head honcho's name?
I don't know. I know the lady. Where did I put the name of her? Nope. I didn't put a name down. Why didn't I do that? Nope, it's gone. Oh yeah, I remember why I didn't. Because I put it down and then my save disappeared. I know that the lady that you talked to, who was wrapping the body of Philon, was named Kara, but I don't have the name. Let's
Make one up. Make one up.
Yes, I'm gonna make one up, and then we're gonna retcon it once I figure out the real one. 'Cause that is how we do.
That's how we DM.
Yes, that's how we DM. DMing done easy. Let's call her Thalia. For now. Because I'm going to assume Neri's gonna shout that.
Yeah, he goes, Sister Talia. A man named a Leonin named Stoso has arrived and would like to discuss the future of this temple.
The head priestess gives Siri a look and then just steps away. And
Siri will put on her cloak and hide her tail.
yep, these three are gonna go into the temple. No, she's going to wait and say, well, We'll bring him in then. Don't force him to stand outside in this.
Okay, will do. Yes. You do realize? Are you sure you want violence inside the temple? Is that okay?
I figured you want less hiding spaces if you have to fight him. For him.
Oh, yes. Okay. That's fine then. As long as you're okay with it. We won't annoy anyone. And then I stick my head out and go, good news! We have you are kindly invited inside to get out of this dirty.
Much appreciated.
Rain.
Now, dear God, would you please step aside?
I mean, I'm not a guard, I'm just standing here, but yeah, as soon as you ask so nicely.
Very kind of you.
Why don't you come on up, Leah, and go to the kitchens?
I can prepare something if you wish.
As he passes, I'll just go stand with Siri.
Yeah, you are completely hidden. Janice, he has no idea you're behind him.
Good.
And as Stozel starts making his way up the stairs, flanked by these two brutes, that is where we're going to be leaving today's session.